I heard he started recording. Hey everybody, late night editor Aileen back at it again to explain things that past me didn't explain. This is essentially me and my friend running through the process of creating a D&D character. Actually, Jessica's first D&D character. Woo! So exciting. So I'm no expert, and I do try to give some advice, but I'm not an expert. So there will be moments where I am straight up just talking out of my ass. Besides that, oh yeah, and Jessica gets super fucking plastered. And lots of bad words. Drink responsibly. Bye.
All right, Aileen.
Aileen.
You know nothing of wines, but you're gonna pick mine.
Okay.
Menage a trois or 19 crimes? Are we slutty or criminals?
I mean, really, at the end of the day, we're slutty criminals, but I think
Yes.
more slut than criminal.
More slut than criminal? Then
Yes.
menage a trois it is.
Menage a trois. What's like your main color, do you feel like?
What do you mean, like main color for clothes or skin or what?
Like as a character.
I'm feeling kind of like a deep gray.
A
like
deep
dark
gray.
slate gray. Like I almost want my skin to be a dark slate gray.
Drow?
Maybe?
Spicy.
Well, no, I want to be high fae. I just want my high fae to be like
high elf.
or high elf.
Because fae is...
Not fae, that's different.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I've been reading too much fairy smut. No, I want to be high elf.
Okay.
But like, is it possible to be high elf with like a dark gray skin?
That sounds like a Google search.
All right, I just googled skin color.
Just by itself?
Yes, skin color by itself. No.
What is
I
skin?
did high elf D&D skin color.
Okay. Because I think it's like shades of gold and like brown, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
but
they
I mean,
they are shades of gold. And
I mean,
brown.
yeah. It's okay. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I just
Okay.
wanted a baseline color for the sketch.
I wanted more like cool colors. I want to lean more like slate gray, burgundy, silver, those kinds of things. I want my character to be the epitome of like old money privilege.
Old money privilege.
I want to be like my family has held title and wealth and power for generations. Mm-hmm. So, and that gives me the freedom to fuck off and do whatever I want as a result. I mean, like, I want to be it's basically like I went into adventuring and being a ranger because I'm fucking bored. I am incredibly good at it because guess who had freaking equestrian lessons since I was 2 and also had archery lessons because I also had to do because I needed to do multiple sports. And that's why I became a ranger.
I love it. So very, very much so an air of I am more important than you and better than you.
Yes.
And I know it and I show it.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. For the body yaddy yaddy, I know you said that this is an interpretation of you, but generally when I interpret you, the only thing I can think of is
my massive tits and ass, or
yeah, Pixar mom is what I was going to say, but yeah. Generally, we're both saying the exact same thing. Is that what you're thinking of? Is just Pixar mom, body yaddy yaddy, or
we can go Pixar mom. I would say not as exaggerated as Pixar mom. But
okay. How cinched do you want this waist?
Oh wait, you can make the waist incredibly fucking cinched.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking like Violet Chachki, when giving up the crown. I can't remember what season it was of Drag Race, but like, oh, that waist.
Oh, okay. So I'm reading. Moon elves, like I have to be pale, but I can have the super alabaster skin.
Oh, nice. Okay,
so I'll be a moon elf.
Moon elf. Okay. Speaking of references and clothing items, I have to say I love the stuff that you sent me has been like Hugo Boss, Louis Vuitton, and then a listing from Walmart. All right, hair, high and tight pony that's like thick like Ariana Grande, or like thin like whoosh.
No, I want my hair down.
You want your hair down?
I want to be vain enough to like insist on my hair being down even though it gets tangled.
Okay, super long?
Oh yeah.
Super straight?
Slight wave.
Slight wave.
I want a
okay.
little bit more body.
Okay.
Than my current hair.
Gotcha. Do you want bangs or no?
No bangs.
No bangs.
No.
Do you want it pulled back a little bit in like for the front of your hair?
Yeah, I think
Just,
like almost like
the little half thing that elves do.
yeah.
And then you want big bufanda. We're gonna lose your tits in that. That's fine. Your tits could be a mystery. For your monogram fanny pack, do you want that on the side? Do you want it on the front like tourist mom, or do you want it on the ass?
I want it like I guess like on the side.
On the side?
Here is how I want it.
Okay. You said riding pants. When you say riding pants, what are you doing over here?
Okay, look,
It's supposed to be a surprise.
Oh, okay.
I mean, okay, if you want to watch it happen, you can, but it's gonna be a level of pressure to that.
I want to watch it.
Well, okay, well then bring your books, your laptop so you can be doing D&D, because I'm gonna get boring in about 10 minutes.
No, okay, so once you're done asking me questions, then I'll go back over and I will, and then we can discuss like the different qualities I want in my character, because I need to ask what would be the right cantrip that I have that makes sense for my character, what's the right extra language that makes sense for my character, those kinds of things.
Okay. Oh, how high do you want these boots, by the way?
And the boots can be like mid-calf, or they can go all the way up the calf, whatever you think looks best.
I mean, I could always go like all the way up and just straight up make you Mrs. Incredible.
Yeah. Let's do that. Let's do it.
Do you want to be Mrs. Incredible?
Yeah. Okay. Sure, let's go for it.
Are you like kind of girl, or are you like kind of girl? You know what?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you for understanding what I meant,
Of course.
by the way.
No, I am a snobby ass bitch. Like, look, I am adventuring around with a bunch of criminals for the like just for fun, and I'm insisting on being decked out in all designer. Like, I also kind of want my character to be, despite being an elfin ranger who is going adventuring and living in the woods, I want to be completely racist towards wood elves and think of them as lower than me. Despite essentially living as one. So I think that's probably why I am all decked out in the designer clothes and whatnot, and really highlight my moon elf upper class moon elf heritage. It's because, like, no, I am not like them. I have like real training.
Oh my god, you're just better than
I'm just better than they are.
This does mean that you, as a person, are going to have to do research on wood elves so that you can know what they're actually like, so that you can feign ignorance properly.
That's true. That is true.
So you don't accidentally say something that's true.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to do that, and I'm gonna have to, I guess almost make up some horrible preconceived notions about why they're awful. So,
do you want like a little, just like a little overhanging thing here, maybe
over
a
my
square?
tunic?
Do you want something like that, or do you want to keep like the highest high pants that you possibly can?
Let's keep the highest high pants.
Highest high pants.
I feel like I would be snobby enough to tuck things in and things like that.
Got you. So absolutely nothing's loose. This is going to be very tight.
Yeah.
Very tight. Very tight. Okay.
Like, look, Daddy paid for a lot of plastic surgery on this body. And
Oh my god!
I got my boob job and my Brazilian butt lift, so...
It wouldn't be Brazilian. It would have to be
it would have to be
some other realm.
Oh God! What elf would be known, or not elf? What race would be known for their giant ass?
Gnomes, probably.
Yeah.
I'd imagine when I think of fat ass, I think of like
gnome. I don't think we'd call it a gnomian butt lift though.
No. I mean, no. Okay, the fattest ass has got to be the centaurs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. For your ranger, so you're gonna have a bow, long bow, short bow, hobo.
No. I feel like I would do a longbow.
Okay.
But it's obviously made out of some super high-end, nice mahogany that only grows in this one grove in the Moon Elf Mountains or whatever it is.
I have no idea what to do for your top because it is almost entirely covered up by your bufanda. I need to put your quiver. You're not gonna have an ass quiver, right?
No.
No. Okay. You're gonna have a regular
quiver.
Shoulder quiver.
Yeah.
Do you want tank top or do you want like almost corset vest?
We can do almost corset vest.
Okay, cool. Cool. Also, do you have like a name yet?
I don't have a name yet.
You should look that up.
I should. I'll just go with Saphira.
Saphira.
Yeah.
Oh. With an F or a PH?
PH.
That's my girl. Is there gonna be a Y?
No.
Okay.
Because I am a high-end elf, not some middle class elf pretending to be fancy and stocking my house with Ray Dunn.
There's like 3 Y's in my name.
My character's name.
Nice. I like how I unintentionally insult your. I feel like that's my character in a nutshell: is to be snobby and unintentionally insult everyone around me.
Yeah. Nah. I feel like that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun to play with.
Mm-hmm.
It's like just like with the wood elf thing. It's like you just think that being racist is the norm.
Yeah, 'cause it is, and I'm better. I'm gonna name the brand after one of Saturn's moons, because I'm a moon.
What moon?
Helen.
Helen.
So we can do like a big old H somehow.
So do we want to do a monogram or do we want to?
Oh, I kind of do want to do a monogram. Yeah, well then look up Christian Dior monogram. And
Okay. You like the Christian Dior monogram?
Yeah.
Christian Dior monogram. Okay.
I mean,
Okay,
Helen might be too long. I mean, unless you have an idea for it, Helen might be too long.
I can do it. No,
Okay.
no. I can do it. I'm talented.
You are talented.
I'm talented. I can figure it out. Oh, I took graphic design. Okay, hold on. I can think.
Okay.
I'm thinking. I'm having thoughts.
Okay.
It's the first time in my
That's
whole
dangerous, but yeah.
life. No, Louis, ¿por qué? I can do the moon.
Yes.
I can do the moon.
Yes.
Lots of moon.
Lots of moon. Yes.
Moon.
Yes. See, this is why you're the artist.
I'm the artist. Respect me.
Oh, can it be like moon and stars?
Absolutely, it can. That should create a very fantasy monogram.
Nice.
Math.
I love it.
Math. I did
love
math.
it.
I did math. Oh, math. Look at all that math happening.
I freaking love it.
No, they don't fit. Fuck. Damn it. No, what did I do wrong? Okie dokie artichoke. After 300 years, I have a monogram.
Nice.
Ha ha!
And it looks freaking fantastic.
Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you. Okie dokie. You have fanny pack. You have bow and arrow. I probably can do more to your face. And you got cute little pointy nose. And you got cute little cheeks. But do you want to have like long elf face, or do you want to just have your cute little cheeky weekies?
We can do long elf face.
Okay, we can do long elf face. Now we'll. Oh. Generally from here, I think I'm just gonna be doing line art. So do you want to go do your D&D character stuff?
Yeah.
And we can ask and answer questions?
Yep.
And if I have more questions about things, I can just ask you from there.
Sounds good. Apollo, you're going to have to move so I can move my chair back. Sorry, buddy.
Just run over the dog. It's fine.
He's too big to run over. No, I'm putting, no, you're in my way. You're going more in my way. Okay, thank you, Apollo.
You got it, buddy.
Okay, so I need to choose a cantrip. I think I'm going to do mending.
Okay.
Simply because my, I think that would work well because, like, my clothes are so damn expensive that if there's a rip in it or a tear in it, I mend it.
You use it
Well, I think I learned mending because I got mud on it and wanted to learn how to clean it. And, but I didn't realize that like it's only for things that actually fully rip or something like that. All right, now I need to choose a language, and I just want to think of like what would be the equivalent of learning
French.
Yeah. And I feel like it'd be celestial or something like that, where it's or like the equivalent of learning Latin, where this is completely impractical, but it might come into.
Okay, so like, because obviously you can't learn like abyssal or like goblin because that's just too below you.
Oh yeah. Well, like Minotaur's too below me, Orc's too below me, Dwarvish is definitely too below me.
Mm-hmm. Well, okay, hold on. Okay, because, like, with my character, I'm thinking about having her extra language be infernal because she wants to get some tiefling ass, and that's impressive.
Perfect.
But what if you did learn Dwarvish because they're commonly, like, the blacksmiths and everything, and you can get that, like, you're constantly doing dealings with, like, custom-made designers and everything, and you, like your dad learned Dwarvish so that for the custom design things.
I learned Dwarvish because I need some, like, really high-end carving knives or arrows, or, like, throwing knives or arrows or something.
Or, like, belts and boots.
But I absolutely hate myself for learning such a fucking lowbrow language.
But you do it absolutely have utility.
You choose one additional favored enemy as well as an associated language at the 6th and 14th level. As you gain levels, your choices should reflect the type of monsters you encountered on your adventures.
Okay. So, all right. So it's your favorite thing to hunt. So this has got to be like something that like you and Papa go out with the beagles, with the hounds on your little horses in your fancy suits, and you go out hunting.
It's like if we went fox hunting.
But
the moon fae version.
Yes.
Of fox hunting. I feel like that would be dragons.
Yeah.
I feel like Papa and I would just go out and hunt dragons
for fun.
And I have a ton of experience hunting dragons.
That's hot. That's hot.
While traveling for an hour or more in your favorite terrain, you gain the following benefits, blah, blah, blah. You choose an additional favorite terrain at the 6th and 10th level. Mm-hmm. All right, so that's got to be mountain.
Okay.
I would assume mountain, because
I'd say, I mean, I was thinking, like, you would probably be forests, but...
Yeah, but I feel like forest is too wood elf.
Oh, yeah. You're literally above that.
Yeah. And so, like, I am in the mountains closest to the stars, because I'm a moon elf.
Oh, cute.
So good. While you were out, I did my rolls on D&D Beyond.
Excellent. Did you do standard array, or are you doing...
I did the manual rolled array.
Gotcha. Wait,
what?
Did you roll, like, for each one as you went, or did you roll all those times and then displace the numbers accordingly?
I basically rolled for each one as I went.
Oh, no.
Am I not supposed to?
Optimize, my dude.
Okay.
Optimize.
Okay. So then, all right, 17 for intelligence, 11 for wisdom, 14 for charisma. I thought that was pretty good for a...
Wait, hold on. Did you get everything in the teens?
I did. I somehow did.
Are you?
No, look, you can see my rolls right here.
Jesus Christ, you're
I
OP
know.
as shit. I mean, what I do is I'll either do standard array where it's like determined, like where it's just 6 numbers that you choose from and you can put them into the categories as you see fit.
Yeah.
I mean, rolling for each one at a time is quite chaotic, but depends on if you want to min-max or if you just want to be...
I mean, I think I'm pretty happy with how it rolls.
I mean, you have like amazing rolls, but like, I would, if I was you, I would mark down what those are and then like see what benefits you the most as a ranger. Because like for Bard, for my highest stat, I'm pretty sure I put charisma, because all I'm going to be doing is
trying to fuck everything in existence.
Well, I was going to say persuade everyone in existence and charm them, but yes, I do want to fuck a lot of people.
It says choose 2 personality traits, essentially.
Okay.
And one of them is, no one could doubt by looking at my regal bearing that I am a cut above the unwashed masses. And I'm like, yep, I'm in. And the second was, I take great pains to always look my best and follow the latest fashions. Yep, that's me.
I mean, yeah.
And then I decided that my alignment should be chaotic neutral.
Mm-hmm.
So
just like you are very much so about yourself. And
I'm very much about myself.
Don't care who gets hurt along the way.
I won't intentionally cause harm, but I will start shit just to see what happens.
Yeah, I will admit that I know that we discussed that, like, this character, like, the inspiration for having fantasy rich girl, like, constantly calling daddy. The inspiration has come from Tik Tok, from that one girl. It
is, yeah.
Credit due where credit's due. If we find who she is, we'll link it.
If we remember who she is again, yeah.
Yeah, we'll link it. I know that her origin story or whatever is that, like, her dad... I think, like, her dad, like, went into the Fae Wilds or whatever, and like, brought back this sort of, like, these cocoa beans or something, and, like, essentially created Starbucks, but, like, it's so extra good because he went into the Fae world and found, like, Fae plants that worked really well.
Honestly, I love that.
That is great. Well, what would you... I do love that for her. But do you think yours would be, like, I don't know, would it be a chain of restaurants that you would be able to find? Or would it be like a chain of blacksmiths that, does your dad own Helene?
Or what if it owns mines? My family owns mines.
It could be mines.
And I know Dwarvish because, like, I'm expected to eventually come back and take over the fucking company. And be able to talk to all these dwarves that work in the damn mines.
But at the same time, the dwarves also run the high-end custom
blacksmith
places. Yeah.
Okay, you know what? That's what it'll be over the Helene stuff. I just have expensive taste when it comes to the Helene stuff.
Okay. Perfect. I love it. I'm here for it. I'm about it. Okay, so, alright, so your daddy got money from the mines, so, like, it's such a boring endeavor, but, like, makes sense.
Mines are, like, dark, and they're humid, and there's all these trolls around, and
gross. Ooh, how do you feel about, well, you're probably racist against Drow. Everybody's racist against the Drow.
Yeah.
They're, like... They live in, like, the underground, right?
Yeah. I think they do.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so, wait, hold on. Should Drow be what my natural enemy is? Would be my favorite. Because, okay, instead of going off and fighting dragons, like, my dad and I just make a sport of whenever we come into a new cave in the mines and there's a Drow settlement there, we just go in and clear it out and kill all the Drow for fun.
Jesus Christ! I mean, up to you. Totally up to you. That is hella racist. But, like...
But it fits.
But
so with that, okay. Drow or elves? Drow or elves?
Drow or elves?
So I can track and kill my own kind.
I mean, that's gonna be a minute of, like, self-reflection, I'd imagine, for that. But,
okay, so that means my second language, that means my language for my favorite enemy would be Undercommon.
Ooh, which, that'd be a pretty lowly language, I gotta say. That's,
It would. But the thing is, I only learn it so I can understand what the Drow are saying as I kill them.
Wow, you're turning into pretty evil.
I am! I love it! Alright, so what I just wrote for my backstory.
Okay.
I grew up as the privileged only child of an aristocratic owner of several mines. I'm expected to take over the family business one day, but as of right now, I'm sowing my wild oats as a ranger. I learned archery from childhood as it's considered one of the acceptable high society sports. I'm used to interacting with dwarves as they work in my daddy's mines, and as we dig deeper, we sometimes come across drow encampments, where my dad and I put my archery skills to use, and I hunt them to clear out the area for more mining.
Fucking maniac.
I am.
Jesus Christ.
Look, if that's my childhood, it's no wonder that I grow up freaking chaotic neutral, just looking for things to do and chaos to cause for the dopamine hit.
Jesus Christ.
I'm just gonna make my last name Gold. Okay? Or Gold. Yeah, Gold.
Put an E at the end, though.
That's very elf.
Okay. God, I have a +6 to history.
Dude.
Look. I have a lot of intelligence, but no wisdom. I know all the facts of history. I'm not smart enough to apply those lessons to the future.
Okay. Moving on to colors.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, we're already at colors. Nice.
Yeah, line work's done. Yeah, because your outfit is super. Oh, fuck. I fucked your arm. No, we're not doing colors yet. No.
Okay.
Your arm is so small. I didn't realize how small I made your arm. Oh, God. Okay, I can fix this. Auntie can fix this. I picked a weird angle to put your hand, but it's too late to turn back now. Oh, that was harder than it should have been. Oh, so much harder than it should have been. Okay. Okay, now we do color. But yeah, how do you feel about your character?
I feel wonderful about my character. I love it so damn much. Like, I really love it. I think it's great.
Are you ready to go out into the world and tell people how they're worth less than you?
I am.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You ready to be above the rest?
I am so ready to be above the rest of everyone else.
I am glad to hear that. It's always great to know that. Are you fighting? Do you have a Persian?
I do have a Persian.
Of course you would.
I ride this Persian.
Oh.
Wait, wow, what?
Woo!
Context. Context. I am playing Pokemon on my Switch right now.
Nope.
And that's where I have the Persian. And I ride the Persian cat in the game. I do not own a human Persian and ride him.
Hey, that's the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want me to draw for you like I did here, or design a character for you, check out my Twitter for my commission information. Also check out my Twitter and Instagram for the final art piece so that you can look at it and all of the detail with the monogram fanny pack. This week's shop highlight is spontaneous combustion. Do you have the big sad and a dark sense of humor? Keep your family guessing.
I love it.
Oh, it's the kind of joke you feel bad for laughing at. Jessica came up with that one. She insisted that I use it, and now it has been used. Are you happy?
Yes.
Okay, good. Bye.